Today's episode of Have You Ever Felt Like This is brought to you by Beppis. Beppis, the thirster.
Thirst burster.
The thirst burster. The thirst burster.
The thirst engager.
You know, Durst, if you're listening, I love you.
It was the best of times.
Thank you for
It was the Fred Durst of times.
Thank you for changing my life. We are, of course, the Twist Boys, and we are back in action with the episode Pink Bowtie.
Which is, you know, it's like that, because I was just reading on Twitter, someone like figuring out that Chekhov's gun didn't refer to like Chekhov from Star Trek. And it's, yeah, you laugh, but also he's like, 25 and from like Southeast Asia. So it's
Fair
like,
enough.
all right, yeah, fine. You're unfamiliar with like weirdo Russian short story writers. That's absolutely fair. But like, he's got that thing of like, if you see a rifle on the wall, the rifle should get fired, which means, it's about creating, recognizing that a narrative is a closed space.
Yeah.
And exploiting that. And this goes to like a lot of effort to do something with a rifle on the wall that just, it's like, imagine if your whole story has no walls or guns and you're like, all right, I now need to find a reason to have a rifle on a wall.
Right.
It's like that. Like that's what the title of this is. It's like, okay, what's my story about? My story is about like, fucking Caesar. So there's no guns. It's like, all right, well, we need to find a way. What Caesar's going to find like, I don't know, a broken down T-800 skeleton with like a gun there. And it's like, okay, you're going to force that into this fucking story just to get, yes, I am. That's what this title is. And you'll figure that out once we get to the end. But for now, I want you to understand that a pink bow tie here is like a fucking T-800 in King Arthur's court, which is also my idea, so don't steal that.
I'm very familiar with this episode because I had the graphic novel of it.
I did not know there were graphic novels of these.
Right. I know. I don't think there was many. I only think there was one or two.
Because I read them before, like, the words graphic novel were a thing in Australia, really,
I mean, it was just a comic book. I don't know why it was called a graphic novel. Like, because it wasn't written in that graphic novel style. It was literally a comic book.
Yeah.
I liked comics a lot. I read Asterix, Tintin, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And so I read this one a lot. I liked them because that's the thing.
I like Asterix and Tintins because they were self-contained.
Exactly. You can read a book and it's done really quickly. Whereas, like, if I go back and let's just say, I read, like anything.
Yeah.
Like if I read the Lord of the Rings books, that's a slog. But a comic I can read 5-10 minutes. It's done. So I read this one a lot.
Has pictures.
And the comic, I believe the comic did it a lot better than the episode. And we'll cover that. So it started off, it was a very large opening title card, if you can even call it a title card.
Well, yeah, the wild thing is, because I was sitting there thinking, okay, this is a long title card. And then I was like, all right, I feel like this, because the title card winds up being actually part of the story.
Yeah.
Which I think is sensible. I feel like, especially if you're making, a show that's going to be like, 21 minutes, you'd be surprised with how much you can get done with 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And I sort of get that. You'll see that with a lot of shows these days where they'll start skipping the, 90-second intro or like having a bunch of stuff play over the credits when normally they don't. Because, you can actually, like that fucking 90-second intro, that can be the whole setup for your stupid episode.
Yeah.
And then, then you got your show to do.
Then you don't need to do that setup where you usually do it. You can do it pre.
Got the fucking lab of labs.
So yeah, it was a pretty hectic looking science lab.
I don't think you're allowed to leave your science bubbling overnight. I think that's like a rule. Because like you don't know what it's going to do.
No.
Could be just like a bunch of
pretty
pigs
sure that's how
back.
most superheroes like begin. Like,
yeah.
Dr. Connors didn't turn off the lab.
He didn't turn off his fucking lab and now that shit's bubbled over.
Now I'm the amazing lab boy. What's your powers? Well, I can fucking produce beakers from my anus.
I can spin shit, in that thing, the centrifuge, and then your stuff's at the end. It depends on what you want at the end.
But it's always poop.
You joke, but it's like that's how the wall came about.
I am the human centrifuge poo. So yeah, we get the lab, and then suddenly the window of the lab is kind of abruptly open, and we get two of the characters that will be our Sloppy leads for this episode.
Sloppy leads. Classic Australian criminals. Beanies and all.
Burglars, I would call them. I wouldn't call them thieves. Thieves is a bit too much for them.
The funny thing is like, you know, of all the unbelievable stuff that's been in all of fucking Round the Twist, the idea of a government fucking science lab, no less, having money to steal is very, very funny.
Also in Port Noranda.
Yeah, I mean,
there's
I don't
one
think they were,
school there.
I don't think they were in. Well, I mean, I suppose if you're gonna hide like your fucking umbrella shit somewhere, you may as well put it like
small town, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, like, why would you put something in like the US where there's like major cities nearby? If you build that shit in Port Noranda, like your fucking shit could break out. No one's gonna know.
Maybe that's a lot of the things that have been explained is being run off from the science lab into the waters and stuff. Like Bronson actually didn't see that water sprite. It was just a fucking hallucination because the water's toxic.
Yeah, just everyone is kind of fucked up. There's this
It's
weird...
like how we've got fluoride in the water. Yeah. They've got toxic goo.
Yeah, they've got like fucking various viruses that were meant to make bioweapons, but just none of them worked. It turns out you can't just like turn someone into a giant boil and have that be
Instead, we got Bio Bronson.
Yeah, someone needs to do one of those Resident Evil 2 Mr. fucking, you know, T edits where it's just Bronson as the tyrant. Just give him a shock of red hair.
No, like, and make him Bronson size too. But he's
yeah, just a little kid, actually. Yeah. That's even better. Yeah, just regular Bronson. Just chasing you around the fucking thing. Because, like, they open there's a safe in the lab, which, I mean, I get that some stuff would be locked up, but also, like, you know, safe.
It was a pretty shitty safe.
Yeah, and in the safe there's like a Doctor Who prop and piles of 20s. And again, I need to stress this. This is a government fucking laboratory. They don't just have piles of money laying around.
No.
They wouldn't have piles of money laying around if like the theory was what happens to piles of money laying around.
They wouldn't have piles of, yeah. There's literally like, you know where piles of money goes? Mints and banks. That's literally nearly it in Australia.
And it's such a funny, like, you know, because I can understand them breaking in to just steal the Doctor Who prop, considering what it does. Because I can understand them going, oh yeah, we're gonna steal this, and we're gonna sell it, and people are gonna pay a high price for this device and its magic. Yeah, and like, yeah, all right.
But you've got money and the device.
Yeah.
Why do they need both?
I mean, I'd be keeping the device anyway, but like, that's me.
I mean, yeah.
And so yeah, we got like, oh yeah, these are the classic 20s as well that have
papers.
The old paper money, which is fucking wild.
I think weren't we one of the first countries to switch to plastic?
Yeah. It was real early, and like, yeah, the plastic notes are great because they can't be destroyed in the wash or anything.
Yeah,
or really at all. Like,
yeah, you got to work. You've got to, short of cutting them with like scissors. And even that, sometimes, if your scissors are a little blunted, they
Well, the thing is like, you have to put it through a fucking shredder to destroy the goddamn little serial code.
Yes.
As long as you got that, you just go and like, my money's broken, and the bank will like fix it for you.
Dude,
I'll give you
working in retail for so long, the amount of people that just come in with like sticky tape notes, like I hate taking them. Like, it's like
I've seen a sticky taped note.
I can't say really no because like it's, you know, it's
it's
legal tender.
I mean, it's feral, but also it's not my problem.
The only time I've ever said no to accepting money was when I ran my video game store and this mother brought her children in and they were paying for their games with their own money.
That's great.
And this kid put a sack.
Yeah, it's like, dude, I'm not.
Sack of silver on the counter. And I said, sorry, I can't accept that. And the lady's like, you have to. And I said,
no, you don't. No,
the law is I do not have to accept over like $4 in change. And I pulled out my cash drawer. I'm like, look how narrow this is.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't fit this anywhere.
Just
I'm like,
go to the bank and just get it changed.
They will change it. They have a change machine. Oh, but that will cost us like $1. And I'm like, and
it doesn't
pay. Like, are you with the bank? Yes. Then it doesn't cost you anything. Go away.
The best one I've got was when I was working at a bottle store that was near two fucking wet houses. And a wet house, for people who don't know, is where like people with cirrhosis of the liver, like old drunks, go to just die.
It's awful.
Yeah, they're not there to clean up. They're there to just die. And I'd finished, which is great because everything that happens is not my problem. And I'm just, you know, grabbing my bag and doing my wave as a guy is at the fucking counter with like one single tolly and just a mountain of change. And it's like, all right, it's a tolly, it's like $3.50. You know, you'll accept the mountain of change just to get rid of this guy. That's fine. But then the guy sneezes and he sneezes blood onto the change. Oh! And there's just this beautiful pregnant pause of like the guy who desperately needs this beer, looking at the cashier and the cashier looking at the guy and then looking at me as I just go, toodaloo. I don't even want to stick around to see how this is resolved.
No.
I like that just, and it's just red. And it's just like, fuck.
I personally would have gone, keep it, I'll pay for it myself.
Yeah, that'd have just been get out.
Yeah.
Take the beer and just get the fuck out. I don't want to. It's worth $3.50 for this problem to go away.
Yeah.
And if I see you in here in the next week, I'm going to kill you.
Yeah. Dude, like, go to the hospital. Like,
they won't, but
no.
Yeah. So yeah, we fucking, after they fucking, steal the money and the Doctor Who prop, and it is it's a Doctor Who prop. It's this metal box with handles and
some
again,
gizmos.
If your idea of a science lab is a bunch of like various colored things bubbling, this is your idea of an invention. Like that's what this is.
It always did tickle my pink back, those sorts of things. Just, here's the magical thing, and it just looks so crap.
Yeah.
It looks like they've got a remote and glued googly eyes to it,
Which oftentimes is what it was. I do love, like, I vaguely remember there was a Tumblr or something that would, like, find, the things that were turned into props. And sometimes, like, it still happens, because what else? What are you going to fucking just make a thing? I mean, I think they got, like, printers and shit in on it now, but, like, in the old days, it was like, yeah. Like, even up into movies, like, proper sci-fi movies and stuff, it's like, oh, yeah, here's a thing that the props department bought from, like, a hardware store, and we stuck another thing on it, and now it's a laser.
That's what I love about those sorts of craft, is so much of it is still human invention and creativity.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've got that, and then we
cut to the fucking lighthouse and the ghosts.
And they say, smells like something's dead. And then we cut to Bronson.
He's huffing his shoes
again.
He's enjoying it too much.
Yeah,
like this is how you develop a fetish you can't get rid of.
Do you know how like smell receptacles work and stuff?
Yeah, it's a chemical receptor that goes like straight into the like weird part of the brain.
It's crazy because like when you get boogers and stuff, they block the scent parts. So when you pull out a booger and you pull it free from the lining, if you smell it, the smell of that booger is actually not the smell of the booger. It's the smell of those those scent parts coming off and freeing up in your nose. It's insane.
That's wild.
I know.
It never would have occurred to me to smell the booger, but okay.
No, because the smell like when you sneeze snot, and it's like the smell of sickness.
The mucus smell. Yeah,
it's just kind of like that. It does
That's
have
your nose coming out.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, and so Tony finds his kid developing. Like you gotta. I mean, I don't know how you stop that, because you could just smack him in the head every time he does it. Then he's gonna have a fetish for stinky feet and head smacks.
So yeah, Tony walks slowly into the room, and the music is wild.
It's one of these things that it's not going to translate exactly here. You just have to go hear it for yourself. But it's the best I can describe it as is it's like the music from a fucking early 90s comedy anime. And I don't know where they got it. And it sounds too much like that.
It sounds almost like they kind of made nearly a Miami Vice anime. To me, like I get a lot of those 80 vibes in there.
Yeah, well, it's one of those things where, like, how it turned out that half of those like Japanese composers who worked on like animes and games and shit just outright stole, sort of music they'd been listening to. Like it feels like sort of the reverse of that. Someone's just heard like someone in Australia in like 1991 who's been like importing their own fucking anime tapes has just been like, that's a rad tune. I gotta fucking put that in this show I'm working on, and no one will ever know.
Yeah, so we have a wide shot of Tony slowly creeping, and I'm saying creeping because he's bent, hunched over.
It's the thing you do when you can hear or when you can't see.
Yeah,
it's if something's beeping in your room and you're slowly like just trying to get your ears to like fucking 3D it in. He's doing that,
but it's a little too slow because like that the smell of the feet would be so strong that you can zero in it really quickly.
It'd be the first. I mean, I imagine his room just fucking stinks in general, but it'd be the first thought is like.
And then he smells close, and then it's like, wash those feet. But to which Bronson just puts his shoes on.
Yeah,
he doesn't.
I'd probably just hose him in the yard and throw his shoes away. And if he pipes up once about wanting to keep the smell around, I would probably just backhand him. It's like, I'm not dealing with this. I will throw a rotten child away. I want you to know that, Bronson.
And here we start the B story, which is a really bad B story of Tony's vanity. Because he looks in the mirror and he starts like
worried about his
hair and his looks and everything.
Yeah.
And
because now that a woman's agreed to marry you, it's time to get insecure.
Yeah, because he's like, oh, am I too old for Faye? And it's like, dude, she already said yes.
Yeah, like that's I can understand this before asking her out.
Yeah,
but like, she's willing to marry. I mean, and again, you're in Port Noranda.
She's willing to marry you, and you have Bronson.
Yeah. Her choice.
You have a Bronson.
She chose you over Snapper.
Yeah, he doesn't have a Bronson.
Yeah, who was the only other choice?
Maybe he has a snappy Bronson.
Yeah, like she chose you over the guy that doesn't have an obnoxious shit kid. So
these three kids are the problem of like most of the town.
Yeah,
and she's taking that on board. So
yeah, she's waiting. She's going from 0 kids to 3 that aren't even hers. That's
a lot.
Don't get me wrong. Don't let yourself go to shit. But also, whatever you're doing now is probably working.
Yeah.
Don't be a fucking baby.
He is the hypno-rapist, so
his hypnotism's worn off. And just my favorite bit about this scene though is just Tony staring at his fucking hairline in the mirror and just saying to his own son, Faye likes to run her fingers through my hair, And it's like that.
That's right.
No kid wants to hear that. I can't stress this enough.
Yeah.
Why would you? Why? What's this information doing for my life?
Especially to the kid who doesn't like her.
Yeah, doesn't like her. I mean, like even then, like if you didn't, if you liked her, that would make you not like her, and not for any personal reason, just because now this trauma's wrapped up in that.
Yeah.
I don't ever want to hear this.
No,
this is not information that's relevant for me or my life. And don't get me wrong, it's funny because it's happening to Bronson, and I think any trauma that's visited upon him is hilarious. Like maybe it's revenge. I mean, that's a solid revenge. So it's like, well, Bronson's acting up again. Time to go in and tell him about my sex life.
Faye likes it doggy style.
Really into pubes for some reason. Just can't fucking get enough of it.
She eats them. Just sucks them down like spaghetti.
Just puts them in her tea.
It's like Lady and the Tramp, but with my dong.
Yeah, I wrote Tony worried about his relationship, which is odd considering she's marrying you.
Yeah.
We get more Tony fretting about his age with Linda.
Yeah, because he goes from room to room. And I find it very funny because he's like, Linda, 6 minutes. Spends a minute in the room, then goes, Pete, 2 minutes. And like, you're telling all these kids different times just to fuck them up on purpose.
Yeah, and he's worrying about his hair going gray or having dandruff. And meanwhile, Pete appears to have gone Super Saiyan.
I thought he was on his way to a Billy Idol concert.
I mean, yeah, in a 602
was
phrase.
Billy Idol? What's the other one? Is he the one who's in Wedding Singer?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
This is the spiky bleach hair.
Yeah.
Although, like, because, Billy Idol's spiky bleach hair is like a sensible length.
Yes.
It's like maybe, 2-3 centimeters. It's not like regular hair that may be like 6 centimeters up, which is...
That's very high.
Yeah, that's too much. Like, it's fine if you're going out and you are explicitly, it's about, okay, I'm putting on my attention-seeking, things.
Going to a punk concert? Yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
You're going to a punk concert, if anything, that's, toned
sensible.
down. Yeah. You're running the risk of appearing far too straight-laced. But yeah, here it's just, this is wildly inappropriate. And so this, basically what this opening is Tony getting the kids ready to go to school.
Yeah.
He's going from door to door. He's telling his children things that they should never hear from their father, and also dumping his weird insecurities onto them, which is also shit that they shouldn't be fucking hearing from their fucking father. Like, why would you? Why?
There's no reason.
Yeah. I've told my parents that, so help me God, I will smother you with a pillow in your sleep if you tell me things.
Yeah.
I don't want to know.
No, God, no.
Yeah. You, and the thing is, they shut up because they know I'm fucking serious. I will walk away from them.
Yeah.
Never talk to you again. I don't want to hear this. And then there's a newspaper with experimental device stolen 2 nights ago from government labs. And it's like, ooh, look at that.
Set up.
Yeah, fucking information seeding in what we might call a fucking natural way. And that, because it's not like the fucking when the radio just has convenient information. Like that's it's like, yeah, that was stolen like maybe a night or two ago. It's just on the front page of the newspaper. Yeah. Like no one's like, it's not like they're talking about it. It just happens to be there. You sort of have to fucking, stumble upon it.
Yeah.
And like we get to the fucking school. And like I'm suspicious about what the hair is about at this point. Because I thought it was like Pete doing it deliberately. Like
but then you see the Grib boys.
Yeah.
And Gribble and the other one, I can't remember which one's which.
Fat Nut.
Yeah. Their hair's up.
Yeah,
the other guy doesn't have much hair.
Yeah, it's Tiger, and Rabbit has like
He's got like short, spiky hair.
Yeah, he's like his hair's it's up, but also it's always that.
Yeah.
It's just like he's got cropped hair.
So Pete goes and sits with them, and you can see something's afoot because like usually Pete wouldn't go and sit with the Gribble boys.
No, there's a shared thing going on here, and like Linda mentions is like, oh, couldn't get it to go down, could you? And then the fucking Gribbles talk about using like, paste to try and stick it down or some shit.
Yeah,
so it's like
Pete says he even tried plaster of Paris.
Yeah, plaster of Paris, yeah. And it's like, all right, so this isn't deliberate then.
Yeah,
we're learning this hair is tied and tethered to some sort of secret that we are.
And we hear some warning that Splodge won't like it. And at this point, we do not know who Splodge is.
Yeah,
we've never been introduced to a Splodge.
We've never, yeah. There's a lot of like, that kind of writing style where you present people like the technical thing, but it's not really being used as like that in Medea's Res, where it's just like, right, in the middle of things. And so you sort of, you're getting the characters and the world that you're being plonked into are well aware of what's going on, but you're not. And it's a cheap way, but it's effective of like creating viewer engagement. Cause it's like, oh, Splodge. What's a Splodge? What's going on with his hair? I'd like to know the fucking conclusions to these questions. And then we meet Splodge, who kind of looks like if you fused Mr. Burns and Smithers' gayer parts together.
I see that.
Yeah, because he's the principal.
Yeah, he's an egg-headed sort of balding man, so he's got the top crown of the head completely bald, and then the hair on the side.
The horseshoe. He's got the sensible Hulkamania,
and he's got a pink bow tie on.
Yeah,
and that's the title of the episode.
Yeah, and that I didn't even think about that. So I just completely forgot the fucking title of the episode. Again, normally it's like, all right, yeah, there's some sort of tether, but it's like usually also like they tell you, when it's like the copycat, and it's like, oh yeah, what's copycat? Oh yeah, there's a cat in a fucking thing. So my brain goes ding. All right, these two things are connected. It's been a while, and also like the relevance of the bow tie has not been fucking made apparent exactly.
No,
it's like these guys weren't breaking in to steal a fucking bow tie from a bow tie research laboratory. If they'd opened the safe and there were a bow tie, and they'd be like, oh yeah, bow ties. All right, so something's going to happen with this guy's fucking bow tie. And it doesn't.
See, I think I remember in the graphic novel the bow tie did something. And that's why it was
spun.
Yeah, I actually think it did at some point.
And so the kids are taken to the office for...
And then you see that on the thing, it does say on the wall, principal's office with an arrow in it.
Yeah.
So you see, you make the natural conclusion he's the principal.
Yeah,
we managed. He's got his aide, I guess.
Yeah, teacher's aide.
Got Glenda.
Oh, Glenda. And Glenda's reading a newspaper, and her newspaper, you can see the one of the things is aging device still missing. So
which is an odd thing to say, because you don't disclose a government secret just in the paper of what the thing is.
I feel like the existence of an aging device would be probably more relevant than the fact that it's... I mean, don't get me wrong, it's missing. Okay, that's a problem. But also, there was an aging device? Like,
what does that do?
Yeah, is it just a room where I wait? Like, what are we talking about here? And then, like, I love this scene because, like, the bullies and Pete are talking and planning on how to, like, meet the principal with a united front, so he can't like fucking break any of them individually and get any, if they all go in together, they can't all get in trouble. And then the second they're in there, the bullies just immediately turn and just blame Pete for the hair situation.
Yeah, he just come clean, whose fault is it? And they all go, twists.
It's twists.
And he's like, what?
I mean,
So he starts regaling the tale of why their hair is like that, because he said there's a reason.
Yeah, so he's got we've learned that, yes, the hair is not something that they've chosen, and that there is a reason for it, and we're going to get this story, which, unlike the Santa one, appears to have actually occurred.
So we get a flashback to, what is it? Was it a sports carnival?
They went to an inter-school sports fucking festival thing, and now they're, taking the ferry back to Port Naranda.
The car ferry.
Yeah, one of those.
For those who don't know what a car ferry is,
it's like a weird slab.
It's a slab that puts cars on it.
Yeah.
And then you stay in your car usually, or you can get out if you want.
I don't know. I wouldn't stay in the car. The one I've been on is the one that goes to, what's that
Mogul?
island?
Oh.
Mogul.
I've been on the Mogul ferry.
I forgot there was even a Mogul ferry.
Yeah.
No, it's not Fraser, Stradbroke.
Stradbroke, yeah.
There's one that goes to Stradbroke Island. And you want to get on that more than you want to get on the little fucking speedy boat that takes you there. Because the speedboat's quicker, but also it's very fucking small. And sometimes the fucking water between, like, the mainland and Stradbroke is batshit. And, like, you'll be fucking hitting waves bigger than the boat.
Did you be hooning?
Yeah.
The boat's, like, lifting. It's like getting air.
No, you drop.
It's scary as shit, dude.
And, like, there'll be moments on the drop when, like, your bum leaves the seat.
Yeah.
And then the boat hits the water again, and your bum is violently fucking brought back into contact with the seat.
The sound just of the...
Yeah, and you think you're going to die.
hurts.
It fucking sucks. I went there one time, and this was back when I think I was still in high school. I was really fucking high because, like, I was still in high school. And there's, like, this fucking crazy old Aboriginal lady who, on the way over there, just decides to fucking sing. And like, it's the weather is bad, the sea is rough. I don't want to be in just the water between two bits
summoning
of
the mighty Poseidon.
No, and like, when I say sick, I don't mean she's like singing fucking like traditional songs or some shit. She's singing like that fucking my friend had a girlfriend and he hates that bitch.
Yeah, Offspring.
Yeah, she's singing that fucking Offspring song.
That's amazing.
And she'll sing one lyric and then laugh because it's funny. And that's just going on while I'm on this boat having the seat driven into my ass and waves bigger than the fucking thing. And I'm like, this is odd. I feel like this is an odd fucking event for life.
That is.
Yeah, that's
very odd.
Yeah, I'm just like, why are you singing this? She seemed to be having fun.
So yeah, they're getting onto the car ferry.
We got more 80s anime music here. And
it's intense.
It's really fucking weird. Because we're looking at each other. It's just like, it's just incidental music, but also like, it's just so out of fit.
We've heard nothing like this so far either.
I was like, what is this music? And it's like, it's fucking like 80s anime music. Some fucking girl putting on like a top or some shit. Like,
so we get to so they're on the boat and the boat's starting to take off and we see a nice old Holden rock up with the old classic lion.
When they still made them in Australia.
Yep. Did they make them at all now? Are they gone or are they just
overseas? I don't think they make them here no more.
Right. And the crooks show up and they run and jump onto the boat.
Yeah.
To escape the cops who are pursuing them.
Yeah.
And they're also squabbling over the bag.
Yeah, they fight over the bag and then they jump onto the boat. And it's like the cops, it's not like the cops are like a day away.
It's 2 meters away.
Yeah, they're there. And like, all right, the cop fucking radios in and goes, hey, they're on the ferry, send, some people to pick them up. And it's like, all right, but still.
You could just go on the megaphone, hey, stop the boat.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure the ferry dude wouldn't be like, I'm sorry, but this is ferry law, and then just drive off. Like,
the law of the sea is now upon us.
I am the captain and I will hang these men. And like, they've jumped onto the ferry and like one of them, I swear, looked dead because his friend's like, you okay? And he's like, and then he runs off with the bag because he's got like, a load of money and like the fucking aging machine in it.
Yeah, he seems to be unconscious. And the thing that gets me is there's a lot of people in this boat.
Yeah, it's like it's a school, a fucking, a grade level coming back from
there's
like a
30 plus
carnival.
people easily.
Yeah.
And there's just a dude lying there unconscious and no one goes and checks on him.
He's just having a nap on the deck. Like having a deck nap.
It's not, if I'm sitting there and I hear a clunk and see two men jump, because they're going to make a loud noise hitting that boat.
Especially if one hits it with his face.
Yeah. Like you're not just going to sit there and go, oh my, well, that's a shame.
I mean, like I'm hesitant to get involved because I
tell someone though. I go, hey, maybe.
Do you want to get caught up in all this?
See, that's the thing. I don't think I would, but then I would.
I know. Like, no. See, I'd say, yeah, you're right. You should go tell the boat captain, and then I'd just leave. And then I'd find a place further away and just watch from a distance because I don't. I'm gonna let Aaron do this, and I'm gonna get whatever interesting stories he has afterward. But I don't want to be involved.
And Snapper's talking about not getting seasick.
Yeah, because ferries are, very broad base and they're very heavy, so they can stay very stable in the boat. And in the meantime, the bullies are swaying back and forward to like trigger his seasickness. And then halfway through he throws up. And at this point, it was starting to remind me of that episode of X-Files that was set on like this like American Navy boat. And I don't know, aliens had diddled the water or something for fun. I'm not even sure. They're just fucking around at this point. And like if you drank the water, it made you age really quickly. But like some guy had figured out that the toilet water wasn't connected to like the water intake, so he was drinking toilet water, not out of the bowl, but like still. And that way, the toilet water didn't make him age. And Scully and Mulder got old, but then also like they got like a blood transfusion at the end, and they managed to get back to normal.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm not sure why aliens were doing that. I mean, to be fair though, I suppose if I came across another sapient species like us and had the capacity to just fuck with them on a cosmic level like that, it's probably just like Space Japan has a game show. It's just like, hey, let's like, what happens, question, what if humans drink the aging water? It's like, yeah, that's funny. Let's watch that.
We also get that Harold is on the boat, Harold Gribble, Matron, and Matron's parents.
Yeah, this is a weird one because like I figured like, because Tony's there as well. And it's obvious like, oh yeah, they're like the chaperones, because they do that at schools. It's like, there's a sports carnival. Do you want to stand around in the sun for 4 hours and like keep an eye on the kids? And so they do that a lot. So the idea that they're there isn't surprising. The idea that Gribble's there as well is not surprising because he'll be there to like play up his politics and look like he's doing shit. And then just also he's there to like ship his fucking parents off to like an old folks home. And they're kind of grumbling about it.
Which is, it's odd. And
just like, shut up or I'll drink you for your nutrients.
He thinks he's either won the senatorship and he's lying about it because him and Matron are wearing big ribbons with his face on them.
Yeah. And I think the election's still going, but they're just already referring to him as the senator because, And
he tells them that he was in the Navy.
Which is just a
lie. To which the parent says, when were you in the Navy? And he goes, oh, the Sea Scouts. Which is like, okay.
Yeah, which is like the Boy Scouts of the beach.
A literal sailor on the boat that he was a sergeant in the Navy.
Yeah.
To which he goes, you were a sergeant?
I know. Like, that's great because it's like you could probably lie about that in a lot of places on land because nobody's there to fucking test you. If you're on like a boat, people can probably find that out.
Because he also referred to the port side as starboard,
yeah,
which the seaman corrected him.
And I don't fucking know which is which. How the fuck would I know?
Port is left.
Okay.
Because port has got the same amount of letters as left.
Oh, all right.
That's how I
That's a good mnemonic. That's easy for me to remember. Because I'm not very good at mnemonics. I keep coming up with them, but the problem is like, I'll fuck up somewhere and then not remember whether or not I fucked up the mnemonic, and then I have to remember it's the opposite of the thing I came up with. And that's the fucking literal worst way of remembering anything, so... I've got all these things in my head where I'm not 100% sure every time, in spite of like constantly trying to fix that problem.
Yeah, no, that's my easiest one to remember just because of that.
That's a very good one. So like, yeah, Gribble's lying about his military service, and meanwhile the other criminal's just been left on the fucking deck. Just wakes up and starts angrily searching for his buddy because like he's got the bag of shit, and starts screaming at his kids about, have you seen a skinny guy? And they're like, oh way.
Pete, in the meantime, has been following the guy.
Yeah, Pete's seen this dude. Pete's done what Aaron's, believes he should do, which is just madness. Because
I wouldn't follow him.
Yeah, so Pete decides to follow the weird, angry dude, and the guy's gone downstairs and gone into the toilet, and there's like a flash, and then the toilet door opens, and there's like now there's a 13-year-old in there who demands Pete's clothes.
I need your clothes.
And like Pete's gonna tell him to fuck off, but then like the guy's still bigger than him. So fucking beats Pete up and takes his pants.
Which is great.
Well, we just can't it's just not an episode of fucking Round the Twist without like a shirtless 13-year-old boy.
That naked Pete. Always got it. It's in the contract. We have at least need 3 naked Petes per season.
See, this was like back before like everybody knew about pedophiles. So you're just like, oh, that guy wants to look at naked boys. That's interesting. I have nothing else to connect that to. Like there are lots of statues of naked boys. I'm sure that's just a thing. It's a thing that I don't understand or think about.
The Gribble Boys have been making more people sick. They've got Harold as well.
Yes, they're just standing in
And then they
people's
try it
line
on
of sight
Tony.
and swaying.
And Tony goes, the old swaying trick, eh? And then he goes, I'll fix you. And that in my head, Tony just decks him. He just clocks him in the face.
Yeah.
Just, pow.
Like, because I immediately figured he's going to fucking Aegis reflect of the kid's bullshit. But then you were like, yeah, it would be way funnier if it was just like, I'll fix you. And you think he's going to do that. And then he just punches a 13-year-old in the jaw.
Because he's off the deep end, Tony. He's a little crazy.
It's the wedding's stressing him out. You know, he's got a lot on his mind.
So he starts swaying, and the bullies get sick.
Yeah,
which is good karma.
And then I've just written, hell yeah, naked 13-year-old boys. Pete wakes up, and so Pete leaves the toilet in the fucking older criminal's outfit, which must be unpleasant. And then the other criminal who's still an adult comes barreling up. And much to my actual surprise, Pete managed to sort of talk his way out of this using obvious basic fucking, like, no, I know you think I'm the guy. I'm not the guy, but I can show you him. As opposed to just like, because I was really expecting him just to sputter and not fucking, just communicate the fucking facts of the situation.
Yeah.
Because I fucking hate that.
And there was actually a plot element too, because when he's basically pushing Pete around trying to find him, Snapper sees him and goes, Pete, you have to wear your uniform on this, which is a good plot element because then the criminal can go, oh, shit, he is 100% telling the truth. He's not,
Yeah. He's obviously not my friend.
Yeah, because he thought he could be him de-aged because he doesn't,
I don't know what you
looked
looked like when you were 13.
Yeah.
I got no basis for that. Yeah, and then I wrote here, it's interesting that the title sequence actually connects to the story here. And I feel like in a lot of these scenes, the voices are coming through a little bit odd, and I'm figuring it's because they had to do like dub later, because they were filming on an actual ferry.
Yes.
And those things are loud as shit.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Like, it's like living in a fucking, washing machine. Just, and I was like, there's no way they got clean audio on any of this. So there's a lot of like, and the weird thing is they roll that over into like some of the characters having their adult voices when they're kids. And I don't know why they did that. Like, I don't know what that was supposed to.
It's bizarre.
Yeah, it's like, clearly they wouldn't. You don't need to do that.
It was very inconsistent.
Yeah, and it's just like one of those things where I feel like it was so people knew who the characters were, but also like at no point does this get confusing.
No.
Like, we see who the fucking criminal turns into. They find a kid who actually does look a bit like him, and nothing else happens that would make this a challenge.
Yeah.
And the fucking Crim Jr. has, gone up and hidden upstairs, and the bullies see that he's got like Pete's bag.
Because it says Pete and Fiona forever.
Yeah, which don't do that.
Has to be uncomfortable for Fiona.
Yeah, don't do that. I can't. You want to keep this stuff to yourself. That way you can kind of gauge whether or not you've got a shot. And if you don't look like a giant fucking moron and create a perpetual awkward situation. You want to avoid that.
Fiona doesn't really have much choices. In
that
town.
It's Pete or it's one of the fucking bullies.
That's not good odds.
Yeah, all the bullies look like Martin Prince. Like, they all just look like fucking Martin Prince. And it's like Pete is, like a good-looking 13-year-old boy.
Yeah. Like,
I saw the 18-year-old versions of Pete, like, in fucking, scene kid clubs. Just clean up.
Oh, yeah.
So just let's not be silly here. You're in Port Miranda. The pickings are slim. I mean, phase with fucking, Tony. So, like, the bullies decide to fight the fucking young Crim. And the young Crim doesn't realize that he's, like, a teenager.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, putting my adult brain into my teenage body, I'd still have a better knowledge of how to, like, hit people. But I would also be 60 kilos. And that's a bummer of a fucking weight division drop. And it's great because you think, oh yeah, he's going to beat the bullies up. The bullies are like, well, no, there's three of us. We're going to fucking kick your ass and take the goddamn bag. And that led to my favorite fucking subtitle. And it's just like, because it's not the subtitles for just speech. It's one of those ones where it'll describe some shit and sometimes tell you music's playing and stuff like that. So it's just in fucking parentheses, boy is struggling and grunting, which is magnificent. And so you thought they were like trying to get the bag back for Pete. And you're like, oh, look, they're fucking being nice.
Yeah.
I think they were just like stealing. They wanted the bag.
But yeah, the Pete might have a diary in there.
Fuck, I didn't even think of that.
Mm.
Yeah. See, that's why I'd want it. See, I know how bullies think. And it's just like, you're not allowed to bully our fucking bullying target. That's our fucking...
Yeah.
That's my territory that I've peed on, you know? And then they see the money. And it's like, well, now this is a robbery. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This is, you know... You don't get to take Pete's several $1,000s.
And the others, the other Crim and Pete are going from carriage to carriage.
Trying to find, yeah.
I say carriage, I mean compartment.
Yeah, that's a good question, actually, because it's kind of like a shed, you know? It's like if you put like a bit in a shed, it's not like a compartment exactly. It's just like floors, areas.
Yeah.
There's seating locations. It's not like just one big hole that you all sit in. There's an upstairs with some seats, and there's all these little they fucking chuck seats anywhere a seat can fit on these fucking things, because you know that's their fucking
Matron
money.
has herded her parents off and put them in a corner. Said, "Stay here. You know, I've got to look after Harold."
Yeah, and they're like, so I know, because that's the one kind of like thing that I just keep getting stuck on. Is it's like, why? I get it for the function of the plot, but it's just like we're coming back from a sports carnival, and Gribble's also taking his parents to like, I don't know where they're gonna die.
So yeah, those are two weird interlocking.
Yeah, and they just don't ever connect really.
Because it's not like the grandparents would want to go see the sports carnival in the first place. It's just maybe they lived on the same island where the sports carnival was taking place.
Why would there be a sports carnival on an island?
I don't know. Maybe it wasn't an island. Maybe it's just a crossing.
Yeah, I'm figuring that's got to be it, because there'll be that where there's
that's what the Mogul Ferry is. It's just like from one side of the river to the other.
Let's not have to go all the fucking way around.
Yeah. So they're there in the corner. The other Crims eventually catch up.
Yeah.
And the device falls to the guy grabs the device and realizes he's a child. He needs to be big again. Switches it on and he turns into an adult. And everyone's like, the fuck? Which
they actually, again, they do reasonably well, and they do it through considering how to do the effect. Because it could have very easily been shitty. What they do is they just have a flash. It's the old Doctor Who thing. There's a flash, you know, the thing lights up, there's a flash. When the flash recedes, it's a different aged version of them, and it's simple and it works.
Yeah.
No attempted CG.
So the other criminal runs over and they start struggling with the device.
Never struggle over a science machine.
No. And it starts de-aging them.
Yeah.
And it keeps going.
Yeah, it keeps going.
So they go from, you know, adults
to teens
to
preteens
to babies. Actually,
basically,
wait, no.
Probably they're not
toddlers.
babies. Yeah, well, it's probably around 5-ish.
Yeah,
you know, give or take. Like old enough that they've got like the capacity to run.
And
yeah. They're like physically. It's not like a fucking baby, because a baby is useless.
Yeah.
You know, a human baby is a cannellini bean with a face. Like these are probably about 5 or 6. But yeah, like, you know, you could fight like a dozen of them easily. That kind of height.
And so they drop the device, and the oldies see it.
Yeah.
And they pick it up.
Fuck yeah.
And boom, they go a bit younger. They don't want to go, the lady says, don't want to go too young, you know. Don't want to have to go through that again.
Yeah.
So they turn out younger, and to which Gribb says dad, which I thought was really weird because they are Matron's parents.
I know that Matron's calling them mum and dad, but
maybe
I think like,
not, yeah.
I feel like they are Gribble's parents, and like, you know, she's just doing that thing because they're like, you know, the step parents or whatever the fuck, the parents-in-law.
Yeah.
And yeah, during one of the regeneration cycles is like Grandpa Gribble gets de-aged. One of the phases is just regular Gribble.
Yeah.
Which doesn't sound like realistic, but I remember one time seeing a picture of my dad when he was 21, and with the exception of my like physical girth, it was just the fucking same. And I was just so annoyed at that. Oh, God damn it. I don't like the idea that I'm looking into my future.
Yeah.
You know?
Now,
that's why I work out.
We're getting to where the hair comes into play.
No, because, yeah, here's the thing. This is the story about the hair. And I mean, for starters, if your story about a weird haircut suddenly becomes a story about a machine that makes you young again, I'm more interested in that.
Yeah.
I don't care. Now I don't care about the hair. But it's so easy to forget that. You know, oh yeah, this is how the fucking hair thing worked. So, oh yeah, also the senior Gribbles like find the fucking money. Then they've just got, now they're young and they got cash again. It's like, fuck yeah.
Now, that would actually be really hard in society because suddenly your ID is worthless.
I mean, you could fucking,
like, how do you determine your age at that point?
Because, I mean, like, okay, so you're like, what, 60, 70? You could just, I mean, like, you go, well, look at Paul Rudd. He still looks, 30. And you're like, yeah, you're right. And then you just walk off. And you don't let people fucking really think about it that much. And you're like, look, provided you don't fucking, I don't know, become a famous actor, no one's going to notice.
True.
You know?
You have to, it'd just be a hassle.
Like, yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it's going to be like the smoothest of sailing, but also, you get to be like fucking 25 again.
Yeah, true.
So like, fuck it. I'll take the hassle.
Mm.
You know? Like, that'd be rad. And money. Paper 20s, Aaron. Paper.
So the Crims start fighting over the device again.
Yeah, they've sprinted off and everyone, the bullies and Twist have followed them. And they're in like the hold, which I didn't even know these fairies fucking had, to be honest. I looked like a fucking pancake in the water.
Yeah.
I feel like they don't, and that this was like a bit of creative license.
And the device falls between them.
Yeah.
Stuck on the aging part. And they're kind of trying to choke each other out. And they're going through age. And this is the lame part. Because they get older, and then they get super old, and then it just kind of flashes, and you see the boy's hair. Whoop,
yeah, because they've seen something that scares them.
Now, in the comic,
that's where the hair came from. By the way, it doesn't. They don't really nail the idea home, but yeah, the idea is they've seen something so scary that it's fucking made their hair
in the comic. They get so old they turn into skeletons, and I'm talking not like just pure white skeletons. Yeah. I'm talking like rotten looking skeletons.
Well, yeah, I was thinking kind of like you chose poorly from,
yes, kind of like that, looking very shocked, and then they kind of turn to dust after that.
Yeah.
Now,
because like that process that like the Nazi goes through, it's not fucking Raiders, it's Last Crusade. In Last Crusade, that's scary.
Yes.
Like that's a scary process. Like if you get like the fucking, stop motion plasticine in there, that's some fucking freaky looking shit. That I can understand. Like it's still not going to do anything to your hair, but that'd be like, that'd fuck a kid up.
Yeah. So that's where Pete ends the story, and we go back to the office, and he's like, they turn to dust, and that's why, our hair's like this.
And I like it because the principal does just a great move in general with how to deal with children. Is he just doesn't say or do anything. He just looks at them, takes a sip of his tea, and walks over and is like, letting the anticipation build for yelling at them. And I as a fellow educator, I like and appreciate good practice. Like if you want that sense of drama, you want anticipation, you want to make children wait because it makes them nervous.
To which he starts saying they're lying and all this stuff. And, one of the group's boys says, well, no, it's true. Twist is actually telling the truth this time.
Yeah.
And then
they're going to get punished, so they turn on him again.
Instantly. Like, not even a minute.
It is. It's like, ding! We're going to have to be punished. It was Twist.
And he wanted to help him. Goes, I can prove this. And he pulls out the bag and puts the device on the table. And the Gribble's like, no.
Yeah, don't fuck with it.
Don't.
But like the principal's bold and doesn't want to be.
Splodge is pissed off. And he tells him to wait outside.
Yeah.
And Glenda comes in. He calls Glenda in. And then you see flashing from the outside while the boys waiting. They're like, oh, no. So they run to the thing. They open the thing. And they're, Miss Newstead, which is obviously Glenda's last name. Mm. And she's young. She's like, I want to thank you, boys.
Fucking hot again.
But... Yeah. He still might complain about his hair because Splodge is very sensitive about his hair. And that's why they were in so much trouble in the first place, is because Splodge sees it as an attack on him. Because he doesn't have top hair.
I mean, to be fair to Splodge, he does not have a head for bald, which is a bummer. Like, he skews one of the witches from that fucking Roald Dahl movie. Like, he looks like that if you cut all the hair off. It's just like, oh, yeah, you look like you eat children's bones. You know, like some guys can fucking pull it off. Like, you know.
Hey, we get
some just kind of look pointy. He's too pointy.
we get cut to Splodge, who's now a baby.
Yeah.
Sitting, crying in his suit. And the boy's hair's gouged down at seeing this.
Also, yeah, the pink bow ties on the baby as well.
It's just so irrelevant.
Yes, it's not relevant.
Like, why was it called Pink Bowtie?
I know, it could have been called anything. And so, like, yeah, the effect is done in reverse. So, like, the hair's started low, and then they've used like a blow dryer or whatever to blow it up, and then they just reverse that footage. So they're just seeing someone like turn into a fucking, you know, a gross corpse puts your hair up. Seeing someone turn into a baby, though, that's fine. There's nothing cosmically terrifying about that. Just the hair immediately the hair relaxes. If you could sell that to black people, you would make bajillions of dollars.
What are they doing with the baby?
I mean, the machine's still there. Like it's not like the machine exploded.
Seems like she doesn't want to.
Oh, I don't blame Glenda for shit. She's like fucking 20 and hot. I'd be out of there.
What are you gonna do with the baby?
Who cares? Not my problem. It's not my baby.
Pete gonna do with the baby?
Yeah, that's
He's
the
gonna
question.
have to raise.
I'd just get the machine and go, hey Pete, all right, like you're in charge, and then I'd be fucking gone.
I mean, I'm assuming Splodge shows up again. Maybe.
He's
the principal, so
the machine is there.
But then again, also onto the next episode, the machine is still there, and now it's in my mind. There's a de-aging machine.
It may come up. Well, I mean, like they could have. Well, I mean, that's the thing because there's a lot of like, you know, carryover serialized elements to this series. Oh yeah, so after the hair goes down, we got a freeze frame, and it freezes on Pete just pulling a fucking face.
I've posted it on the Keep It Classy Twitter. So
yeah, and I want you to think about like the end of fucking which one is this? End of one of the Harry Potter movies where he's zooming off on the fucking curtain rod or whatever the fuck it is he flies around on, and like it's just legendary for like why'd you do that? This is that, except like imagine a weirdly horny 13-year-old boy for a baby. So it's like it's the ending is such a bizarre punch, and again the machine's around. So I feel like if they wanted this to carry, the machine could have exploded, you know?
Yeah.
Like, because that's what you get for fucking with the de-aging. Don't do that. You know, that should be the lesson that we've taken away from this is don't fuck with the de-aging machine. And instead it's just like, I mean, yeah, you're a baby, but like fucking anyone can operate the machine, can probably fucking fix that. You know, just, oh yeah. It's not like the machine's been bumped or damaged or like, oh, the crystal inside's broken. It's like, no, it's still there. It works.
I want to see the fucking skeletons, damn it.
I want body horror. Yeah, see, this is why I want to do one of these shows. Like, it'll ostensibly be for kids, but it will absolutely not be for kids.
Yeah.
You know, and there'll be body horror. It's like, oh, I've got a cabbage growing out of my brain, and it's going to be terrifying. You know?
I'm there for it. Like,
children have to learn. Yeah. You know?
You're going to learn today.
It's like fucking, what's his name? The Muppet dude, Jim Henson. You know, he was talking about like Dark Crystal. It's like, you know, fears, you know, kids got to see things that are like scary.
Yeah.
Like fear is part of, you know, the emotional palette of life.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, you can't just be like, oh yeah, fuck, everything's great. Because then they're going to get molested. They're not going to know that molestation happens.
Become crack addicts.
Yeah. You want to watch out for crack and molestation. There's the fucking, you know, look, you fucking weed, okay, but just like stay off the fucking meth and, you know,
stay off the meth, heroin, and crocodilus.
Yeah, if someone wants to like talk to you alone, like that's fine. But if they want to talk to you alone in like a van or like a vestibule where the priests hang out, just you want to make sure there's another adult around.
You know what I'd have? You know those bikes that they ride that have like the seats on the back, like that kind of look like a chariot but with a bike.
What?
You know, like they ferry tourists around, like South Bank and stuff.
Oh, right. Yeah, the rickshaws.
Yeah, rickshaw. That's it.
Yeah.
I'd have one of those because no one says don't get in the rickshaw. Don't trust the stranger in the rickshaw. Because, like,
Aaron breaks the how to molest kids code.
Dude, yeah, like, it's just,
well, yeah.
You know,
ride? Of course I'd get in the rickshaw.
Usually they're bright. They've got RGB on them, you know, and music playing.
Yeah.
And
it's like how you can commit any crime if you're wearing high vis gear. It's like
as
long as you're like got a bunch of like fucking lights and shit going off, it's just like, yeah, you can probably finger a kid.
The amount of times we've been like in a setup for a convention or something, and they just go, "Here's your high vis," and you're okay, and you just walk around. You just walk around doing anything. No one questions you.
Well, it's like, you know, because I've always claimed that if you tuck a fucking tea towel in your back pocket, you can just go into like, you know, a lot of bars and cafes in Brisbane and just start working and no one will notice. I read something online the other day of someone going into like they had their fucking shirt from McDonald's still. And so they just walked into a McDonald's and started working. And someone saw them walk in and just go, oh, thank God, you've got to like, drop 3 things of fries. And they're like, yeah, sure. And it's just like, when did you start? Like the manager's like, when did you start? It's like, 3 days ago. And they're like, yeah, that was when I did. Because he knew all the shit. Because it was like, I did my induction, here.
Yeah.
And he's like, huh. He's like, you're not on the roster. And he's just like, oh, well, that's weird because I did my, induction here. And then like, he did a whole shift. And then the guy was like, eventually was called, like the place is like, I'm going to call the police. And he just ran off. And that was it. And that's
That's such commitment to a bit.
Oh no, that's exactly the level of commitment you need to like to go in and just work a fucking shift.
Just work a shift. Yeah. Didn't get paid for it. What is it? Well, the thrill of
that's
working.
That's the best part because that's the thing that's gonna stick in that manager's head forever.
Yeah,
is there has to have been something else. He has to have stolen something.
Has to be a bet or something.
Yeah, there has to have been some motive aside from I'm going to work a free McDonald's shift for baffling. Bizarro
and he was our best worker that day.
He made the best nuggets. They would, they weren't dry, but they weren't oily. Like that's the amazing thing.
Perfectly crispy.
So I mean, this was a lot of this episode was very solid, but like there's leftover elements from I think the short story that just kind of clutter this up,
Yeah.
Like the hair thing is like, all right, that's like, a functional plot device to sort of hook me a little bit. But like the actual events on the boat were interesting and had enough flow.
Yeah.
Like that stuff wasn't necessary. Calling it Pink Bowtie is fucking roundabout.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not opposed to like, I'm not opposed to like fucking weird titles that barely refer to anything. But the problem is the entire fucking structure of this series is titles that refer to shit. And it's like, all right, now are you gonna do this consistent? Is this a thing now where we're gonna get some tradition breaking, or are we just gonna go back to that next week? Because Copycat was about a cat that copied.
Yes.
Like so everything so far has been fairly fucking relevant to what's happening.
I am looking this up and seeing if I can have there's any notes or anything on this episode.
Any nuggets. All right. Well, in the meantime, Aaron, I'm gonna have to ask the dread questions.
Lordy.
The scary questions. The questions that we all fear and lie awake at night pondering. Have you ever felt like this? So, Aaron.
Yes.
Have you ever stolen anything?
We've had this question before, though.
Have we?
Yeah.
Have I?
Yes. I swear we have.
I don't think we've done stolen.
Have we?
I don't know. You might be right. I'm not sure. So now you've put the fucking fear in me. I know we haven't asked these other two.
Okay.
So, ever had hair you weren't happy with? And were you ever yelled at by the principal?
Hair not happy with.
I think I've done stolen. I think
think
that might be close to something I've done. But have you ever stolen anything?
Yes.
Anything you dare confess to now?
When I was young, I stole a button, like from the sewing store.
Huh.
Yeah, because I was like young, and Mum was like, "Why did you do this?" I'm like, "I don't know."
The thrill, mother.
I can't remember much of it, to be honest.
Thrill.
I just remember. I do remember having that button.
I've stolen shit by accident a lot. If you're juggling stuff in your hands, and then you just go, like Dad goes, oh, "Hurry up," and you're like, "Oh, okay, yeah," and you just walk off.
Yeah,
and then you don't realize it, but you still got like this shirt from Target.
I think occasionally
I didn't even want the shirt.
I think occasionally, like at the self-serve checkout, I've like just scanning things. Something doesn't scan sometimes.
Yeah,
well, like small things like that, and like it's not my fault if you don't have the weight thing set up.
Yeah,
because for the first 2 years, like Woolworths didn't have the weight sensors in them, so you just could put anything on there or not put anything on there.
Yeah, I bought a cabbage and you walk off with your roast chicken. Yeah, no, but I have it's just some stupid fucking like I was like 12 or some shit.
Yeah,
and they didn't really like this is a Target. They don't put the fucking clips on everything. Maya put the clips on fucking the expensive shit.
Yeah.
But Target aren't putting a fucking clip on a goddamn, blue shirt for like a fucking 12-year-old.
No.
And I just walked out the front.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. You can get away with it when when your brain is completely free of any sense that you're doing anything you shouldn't be doing.
That's right.
And it's kind of a high-vis situation.
You don't have the intent to steal. Like I've never, apart from that like button time, I don't think I've ever legitimately stolen something with intent. Except for like movies. But that's
that's
different. I'm talking about physicality here.
Yeah, I mean, I've stolen weed from my dad, but that doesn't count. Yeah, no, that's pretty much it. Because I'd always just assume I'd get caught.
Yeah.
You know, just be like, I'll just get caught and I'll get fucking yelled at, and I don't want to get fucking yelled at over like whatever the fuck, you know. I'm gonna do steal a fucking Mars bar. What the fuck do I? I don't even want a Mars bar that bad.
It depends on also like, you know, if you're an actual thief, there's a few different types. You've got the opportunist who will walk into a place not looking to steal, but if he sees the opportunity, he's going to. Then you've got the planner. I can't remember the official name for that one, but that's a person who plans it. You know, they'll visit that store, you know, 5 times.
The joint.
They buy little things here and there to, you know, avoid suspicion, and then, you know, off they go.
They'll walk into your McDonald's and work an entire shift.
What was your second question?
Ever had hair you weren't happy with?
Does that include body hair?
I mean, you know, I'm thinking more hairstyles. You know, we're talking about, you know, given it's splodge.
I mean, I don't think I've really ever had
hair that you're happy with.
Yes and no. Like, I look at photos of me when I was younger and I wish I didn't have that hairstyle.
Yeah.
But like for the time, it was fine.
Yeah, I mean, there is some of that.
I shaved my head once and I looked like a criminal.
Yeah, that
was probably the only time I've regretted it.
That's a problem. Is like, yeah, I can't have shaved. I can't like clip in my hair because I did that when I was like in my early 20s because it was just convenient, and then I got hit on by a white supremacist girl, and I remember seeing a picture of myself with that hair, and I was like, yes, that's my fault.
Yeah,
that was that.
What? So did you go skin?
No, fuck no. I wasn't shaving.
It was just like a one
zero, you know, a fucking
zero. Okay, yeah.
So it's just you just and then that's it.
Yeah,
you don't have to think about this anymore.
Yeah, true.
And then, you know, I can't do that. I was like, oh yeah, look at me. It's like, that's unpleasant.
Yeah, no.
You said that she wasn't like a Nazi, but that she believed in a pure race, blood, and honor.
Oh, you're a Nazi, darling.
Yeah, and I love like when you add the word honor, it's like,
fuck you know.
No, what I love is like because Nazi, the word itself will pull like, you know, triple duty. Basically, it refers to a specific ideology. It refers to a broader, you know, it's kind of a, you know, broader term for white supremacy, and it also, you know, can kind of function as a slur for people who are dumb shit racists but don't know it. But then there are the people who are like real specific about the taxonomy of racists. And they're like that. They're like, oh, I don't hate other races. I just don't think any other races should mingle. And it's like, all right, yeah, that's all right, look. Fucking lunatic. Yeah, so I got rid of that I'm gonna let this grow out now.
Yeah, good choice.
Yeah. The other heck, I had a center part fucking for a while when I was a little kid, but like, you know, as a little kid. And I mean, look, real talk, looked like Martin Prince. Just gotta wear that. I think Mum has one photo of it, and that was another one of those ones where I just looked at her and I said, if you ever put that anywhere someone can see, I will abandon you to the wolves.
Give me a sec. I want to see if I have a photo of me in the lounge room.
Aaron's going hunting for embarrassing child photos. There's like a whole stretch pretty much between, I don't know, my late teens and shit where I just, you know, I was never never really took selfies. I mean, I suppose when I was younger, the cameras weren't on phones. You know, you'd have a fucking Nokia with Snake on it and maybe like one of those little programs that let you sort of type in your own fucking ringtone, which wasn't really all that good. But then a friend of mine grabbed another friend's Nokia and just made it all like over and over again. And he didn't know how to change it back. And that was really funny because it was kind of unpleasant. So yeah, the center part is not a good look. It's just, especially because I have this like flawless golden hair, you know. When I go out and get some sun, it is Thor-like. It is majestic. But I mean, that's just a normal looking little kid. Yeah.
Me and my Animaniac shirt. Dude, I loved that shirt. It was one of those really like, you know, soft cotton ones.
Yeah. Like
so
a
good.
quality shirt on top of having the Animaniacs on it.
It was just fucking nuts.
Were you ever yelled at by the principal? Did you ever get a good yelling at school?
I don't know if I got yelled at. I think, remember the principal being like upset that I was always sick, which is just like, it's not my fault. Like, I can't help I'm a sick child. I'm sorry.
Harden up the
I
pussy.
can't help that the bloody moth flew in my ear. All right? In year 5.
You don't know what it's like to have ear moths.
Dude, no, it sucked. That thing flew in there and it was rattling around in my skull.
Oh, no, yeah.
Until it died, and then they pulled it
hilarious.
out with tweezers.
Did they not get it out before it
No,
died?
because it was fine. They couldn't get it because it kept flying around the tweezers.
That's fucking great. And I love like your voice. It's clearly a trauma for you.
That's a fucking big trauma, dude.
Like, that's the best part. Is it's like, this is no hyperbole here. This is Aaron's life was destroyed by the ear moth for like God knows how long.
Probably laid eggs in me.
I mean, yeah. And
it's not like the Futurama eggs. I probably became dumber because of it.
Moth eggs in your brain, just like, fuck this guy's head. Just kind of wreck shit up.
What about you?
Yeah, I mean, I got yelled at by the principal in my high school. Like, I got screamed at by the deputy principal in my primary school.
I forgot there was deputy principals. That's so funny.
I know, it is kind of funny. Like, but yeah, so the principal would do like, I don't know, other shit. So it was the deputy principal was the yeller. I remember fucking, I think it's the year 11 or no, it wasn't the year 11. I think it was the year 12 like photo. Like, I couldn't figure out like what face to pose. Like, am I supposed to smile? You know, what the fuck I'm doing here? So I pulled what I can only describe as an inadvertent cockmonger face. Like, you know, that face. I've done exactly that. And the fucking deputy principal like yelled at me and said I'd ruined the photo.
That's great.
Yeah, which I just thought was very, very funny. This is like, man, fucking no one cares. Shut up. That was probably the funniest one that I got yelled at for. I mean, a lot of other times it was just like, they were just like, you can do better. And I'm just like, I don't care.
I can, but I don't care to.
Again, turn out to like years later be like an unmedicated fucking disorder. Okay, now we have to read the goddamn possibly terrible things that like the fans sent to us. So
buckle up.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna top what we got last week.
It was a doozy.
I just don't know if anything can top that. That was that hummed my dinger. Okay, hi siblings twist. I have competed in an impromptu pissing contest when I was in year 4 or 5. I won by hitting the roof, much to my fellow students' dismay. That's pretty good, actually.
That's fucking hectic.
Yeah, because I mean, if you piss on the roof enough, you might get it to drip down on somebody later, which I think is
that's
very
a good
good.
idea.
Yeah, you'd want teachers to slowly learn that there's like a toilet in school called piss roof.
Yeah,
you know, because then they'd be like, oh fuck, I gotta explore what this is. I have swam in a few creeks. My sister once found a leech on her boogie board we adopted and named Cracked Pepper.
That's great. How did you adopt a leech?
Why was it named Cracked Pepper?
Maybe it liked pepper? I don't know.
I don't think leeches like pepper. I know they don't like salt, so I'm going to guess pepper's not also...
Maybe it turbocharges them, you know?
Yeah. Salt kills them, so pepper just makes them stronger. I have had multiple leaks in my ceilings over the years. The largest one was when our roof tiles were broken heavily. The person we got to replace them ended up breaking more than initially needed replacing.
Excellent.
They were our own tiles, and it cost us $300.
Jesus.
It's funny. We hired the world's fattest roofer. He's still up there. We have to feed his legs. Side note, I didn't get to respond to the poo question from last time. Uh-oh. My dad once shot a cow pat that he thought was dry with a shotgun. It was not dry. He got absolutely covered. Dad also once convinced my sister to eat a kangaroo shit nugget, calling them smart beans. You learn something when you eat them. That's amazing.
Yeah, you learned that
With
it's
love,
shit.
some guy from Perth.
All right, so before we go on, I want to address something that someone said in the comments last week about the window in the boys' toilets that I was talking about in an inquiry. The fucking... It's not head height. It's not like I can just look out the window right next to me and like people can see in. It's like at the top of the roof.
Yeah, it'd be like it's one of the.
There's small. When I say window, it's not a window.
For ventilation.
Exactly. There's small holes that go along there, so you can't look in. And the urinals against the wall, and then they're literally on the wall that's connected to the urinal on the right.
It's so the piss fumes have somewhere to go.
Yeah.
So they can't just circle around and have you huffing them between classes.
Exactly. So don't worry, there was no one looking into the boys' toilets from above.
There's just a skylight where the teachers, at the floor of the teacher's lounge.
It's kind of like Underwater World, you know, when you're walking through and you're seeing all the fish. The teachers are just up there watching your shit.
Glass bottom boat, just watching your shit.
Yeah.
Aaron, shit properly, you weirdo. Hello, Aaron Carter and Gabriel Iglesias. Kaiba here. I have probably had a few metaphorical pissing contests, but none come to mind. Great. When I was in primary school, my friends and I had a spitting contest. Basically, who could spit the farthest. As you might know, I live in Australia, and there are creeks every 30 minutes. My family often go and have a barbecue at what's more or less a local creek. When I was little, I often jumped onto rocks, but no one ever swam in it. Onto rocks? Wasn't deep enough. Yeah, I got stuck there, so I often jumped onto rocks. It's like, my brain goes, you probably went off of rocks, because it wasn't deep enough. And it's like, all right. Often. You know, how many times do you jump onto the fucking rocks and go, I'll get it next time? Way to ragdoll, Kaiba. My house never had a leaky roof, so I don't know what the experience is like to live in a house that has a leaky-ass roof. But when I worked at Macca's, we had one. That's funny. I like the idea of an actual business having a leaky roof, you know? Especially your McDonald's. It's like the Catholic Church. It's like, you've got money to fix this. Don't pretend.
Yeah.
It's like, well, they're kind of franchises. Shut the fuck up. Don't look like trash.
Yeah, like, because, you know, it is franchise, but also McDonald's don't want your store to look like absolute garbage.
Yeah. You reflect on the clown.
Yep. The clown is down.
Ronald disapproves.
Ronald will remember that.
Had to close the play area. The kids didn't seem to be that upset, but the local special man children were pretty upset. I don't know, maybe they were as a joke or they were being ironic, but they were pretty annoyed.
It wasn't
Thanks
ironic.
For the laughs. Yeah, no.
They were doing crack in the fucking playground.
Dear Al, my freaking ears and wiggity wiggity poochies in the house. Why do they keep coming up with fucking joke names? I don't know how that started.
They're trying to be funny.
We're going to have to punish them. My apartment building has had a leaking problem for some years. The apartment above me has caused me to have dripping light bulbs and bulging wallpaper a few times. The problem was finally solved after I inspected the pipes under the kitchen sink. They were a Frankenstein's monster of several different pipe fittings badly cobbled together. This, however, didn't stop the main problem with the roof. It didn't affect me as I'm in the middle, but it could have become a problem with the building in the long term. This was very recently resolved when the council realized that nobody was using either coal or gas fires anymore, so they decided to circumcise the building by removing the chimney and roofing over it. Okie dokie. That's bizarre. That sounds like an English thing. It sounds like an England problem.
England's got a lot of problems.
Yeah, well, it's always like, oh yeah, the heating in the house. Like the way that like Americans have to have the fucking carbon monoxide detectors. Otherwise, sometimes your house just kills you silently and you don't notice it.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
It's so nuts. Yeah, it's like sudden infant death syndrome, but for whole adult families. It's like, what happens? Well, you know, sometimes the little pilot light or whatever goes out and you fucking, your house fills with carbon monoxide and you die.
Oh, that sounds fun. No, thank you.
It's fucking crazy. And that's fortunately the fucking end of the monkeys this week.
Oh, wow.
Nice. Yeah, we actually caught it. Well, because there was that one where we had like a back fucking log of like, you know, a month and a half or some shit.
True.
And it took a while, but we fucking plugged through that. So now we're back to like a healthy 3 or 4, which is kind of what I was expecting in the first place. Because I don't want to be sitting here reading shit for like a solid 45 fucking minutes.
True that.
Especially when it's things that, you know, they've written, and sometimes it requires me to fucking speed punctuate on the fucking fly. But yeah, so if you want us to make fun of you on the internet, and you do because you desperately need attention, the email is ihavefeltlikethis@yahoo.com. So you just send your little email to that and I'll find it and track you down. So it is, all right, we just want to make sure. Yeah, go to the thing. Yep, I have felt like this, all lowercase, @yahoo.com. And the questions for this week are, have you ever stolen anything? And bear in mind, I will report you to the police. Ever had hair you weren't happy with? And were you ever yelled at by the principal? So send your answers to ihavefeltlikethis@yahoo.com, and we will give you the attention that your parents neglected to give you. My name is Gabriel Twist. You can find me at Gabriel on Guard on fucking Twitter, and occasionally also on the Keep It Classy website, which is still working.
If you go directly to the address,
go to keepitclassy.com. Don't fucking Google it.
Don't Google it.
You'll be tricked into buying dick pills.
The new website's coming. It's just life events.
It takes a while. Yeah.
It takes a while. Wayne, our website guy, also works full time, you know.
Yeah.
So
and Aaron got sick, and then I got sick. And
we both got COVID.
Yeah.
We were thankfully very light on it.
Yeah, no, I had like a a fucking sore throat for like one day.
But you'll find out that more in the other podcast.
And then
you can find me.
I'm back to working out
on the internet at Ambercules, Ambercules. I love that handle.
That's a solid one.
I'm so proud of that handle. And we'll catch you and probably more naked boys in the next episode
Always naked boys.
of Ever Felt Like This.
Bye.
Good night.